Still making music. We were living in Calgary, and Clint and I had another project called Thailand that was released actually throughout Southeast Asia. And I don't know, I mean, just do a lot of writing for other people. I came down to Thailand about 9 months ago to help my dad out with his school here, and wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing with it, but ended up just calling Clint up and asking him to come join me here, and we wrote a record together, and same thing. Well, it was kind of one of the first things we thought of, and you know, we've spent so much time in our lives trying to think of band names, and you know, in that 5-year time, we had a few different projects that we were working on, and the worst part about it was we could never find a band name. So we spent more time thinking of that than actually writing music and producing music. So we thought of that one. We saw a T-shirt in Thailand, and you know, we just said, hey, you know, and actually when we were walking around the streets, everybody would just, you know, refer to us the same thing because we look a lot alike, and so it was a very easy. We were just like, we're not going to think about it anymore. Same it, and everybody's got to like it. I think it's pop. You know, we're still writing pop music, pop melodies, but you know, I think our album's very diversified just because we listen to all kinds of music. We grew up listening to the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Led Zeppelin, and all the stuff my dad had on vinyl. And you know, through that, I think that's where most of our influence comes from. We draw from most of that stuff. But you know, now we listen to the Gorillaz, Coldplay, 50 Cent, all kinds of stuff. You know, and I think we've been doing it for quite a while now too. That we kind of we know what we like from ourselves, and we know what we have to offer. So I think a lot of the ideas just come from, you know, the way that we feel, and being songwriters for as long as we have been. I think it kind of just comes from us now, as opposed to like drawing from somebody else. We can pretty much just draw from each other and personal experiences. It's actually a song on the record, and I guess when we were kind of discussing, you know, the name of the record, Sending You Happy was brought up, and we kind of felt like it was sort of suitable for the record because we had a lot of fun doing it. There was no pressures of anything for this record. We kind of just went in the studio, had a lot of fun. Weren't really sure where we were going to take it professionally, and so keeping that in mind, I think we just had a lot of fun doing it with the people that we were surrounded by, around, and just writing it. It was a lot of fun. My favorite song on the album is probably Strange Lover. I like that song just because it's, I think it's the most out there song on the album, you know, uncommercial, but it still has a really nice melody to it that flows, all the sections are really nice flowing into each other, and I think lyrically it's really strong. The other one is Tell Me. I enjoy Tell Me because we had a song called Wouldn't It Be Nice, which is a cover by the Beach Boys we did on the album, but we couldn't get the rights to put it on the album, so we got a phone call saying you got to write another song, so we wrote and produced that one in like a day, and that's why I think it's so cool. You know, I think you know, when you get put under pressure like that, you know, I always find that I like the things that happen. For me, I just don't want it to sound boring, I mean, but I like Strange Lover as well. I just like how we were able to sort of like, I don't know, incorporate Thai Eton sounds. Well, actually, we had 2 versions on the record, Strange Lover and a song called Frang Ja. And we ended up putting a lot of Thai traditional instruments in Frang Ja. But we ended up liking it so much that we put it in the original version. And it works. And I don't know how it works, but it does. And I think that's my favorite sound on the record. Well, that song was written about 3 years ago, and that was written in the band that Bob and I had put together previous. It was called Heidel, and that song was written for an album that we actually never made. But people always kept telling us you have to go back to that song. You have to do it again sometime down the road because it's a very catchy song, very easy listening, and so we presented that song to the label, and our dad was always a big fan of it because he could sing the song right off the first time he heard it. So he's a very simple man, and you know, if he can do that, he's right on it. So we did that, and you know, it works because for us coming out, we needed something that people, because we're releasing our album just through Southeast Asia, we needed something that people could remember right away, and that song kind of has provided that for us.